Welcome everyone to Functional Wellness Talks with Sonja and Kari. I am so excited for today's topic because it's really something that both of us are very passionate about. But what's really neat about the information we're going to share is how we're going to attack this from two different angles. We're going to talk a little bit about what you can do as a really deep detox to keep your body in the best optimal shape possible. But it's a little like cleaning a carpet. Once you deep clean the carpet, you don't just ignore the carpet until the next deep clean. You have to do some things in between to keep the stains, from creeping up and keep the carpet cleaned in between those deep cleanings. So I think this is going to be really valuable information. And so I'm going to turn it over to Kari. She's going to talk a little bit about a detox protocol that I'm really excited to learn about because I think it's a really great deep detox. So Kari, are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Great. So I am super excited to share the method to my madness in a metabolic detox. I get this question a lot of, I found this on Pinterest. I found this at a shake shop. Didn't work, or I'm having these symptoms. How do I detox? And I feel like the first issue is that most of us don't understand what it means to detox, what our body has to go through, and what we need to do to support the 3 phases of detoxification, which I'm sure you're familiar with, the bioactivation, conjugation, and elimination. And there are very specific steps of working into all 3 phases. And there's many things we can do to work ourselves through these phases, but it can be complex and cumbersome and frustrating. And that's where I reach for the 10-day dynamic detox to be able to just relieve a lot of the complexities, full program that tells you what to do. But it's so important in understanding how to bioactivate these toxins, what's going on in our body. Cytochrome P450 is an enzyme that upregulates when it's triggered with toxins, and it says get to work, we got to get these out of the body. When it gets too bogged down, the traffic, you can just think of being on the interstate, you're at a standstill. And when we just kind of reach for a detox without understanding what our hepatic side, our liver and kidneys even looks like, not looking at it, but at the labs, what's going on, it can be dangerous and it can cause more problems. Just simply looking at, are you eliminating at least once a day? Because if you aren't, a detox is not for you. We need to go back and address your gut first. Right. You have some major backing up of toxins. You're going to be bloated, very uncomfortable, and you're going to be mad at me for even recommending it. Right. And then, if you have bile issues, your gallbladder isn't optimal. Well, we got to support the bile production there too to help bind the testosterone, your fat soluble toxins, your xenoestrogens, and get them out of the body. Those are the most harmful toxins that burden down our metabolism and our whole endocrine system. And so it's really important to know who you are, how you're going to do on a detox, to really personalize it and go, okay, this is your program.
That's so interesting. And, I thank you for that review. It's been a while since I've done a really deep detox, and I've done a lot of fasting, and I've done, cleanses that are a couple of days long, but I know you work like with a specific program that Nutridyne has. Walk me through what that looks like, if you don't mind, because I would love to learn more about that.
Yeah, so it's a 10-day program, and every day you're going to be doing something different. You have a list of foods that are your no-no foods for the day, how much water you're supposed to drink, no caffeine. So I do a little short week-long program for my patients that are just, they got to have caffeine. There's no way they're going to get through it without it. We do some preparatory stages to kind of get them there temporarily. But it's real important that you're not eating the wrong foods like sugars, bad starchy carbs. You really follow the program. Now, there are certain days where it recommends fish or kale, don't use that as an excuse to not do it. We can always substitute for something you do prefer. But I do see that a lot, making those kind of changes, even just for 10 days, is scary for a lot of people. Most people that I see that are reaching out for these, they're not well and trying to stay well, they're sick and they're vulnerable. And change sometimes scares them. And so when you see fish and you don't like fish, it's going to be an excuse not to detox. Don't do that. We'll do chicken.
Good point. Yeah.
Right. Right. Don't
it's not
do
really
that.
the fish that's detoxing you. It's just they're trying to shift your eating habits a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So on this 10-day period, what exactly? So you're eating different things. Are you taking different supplements or shakes, or what does that look like?
Yeah, so you get a certain amount of shakes every day, and it's different. You're going to be titrating up and then titrating down. And then you get capsules of detox phase 1 and 2. So that's going to help the bioactivation of the toxins be broken down that intermediate stage and then through conjugation.
Okay. And so it's 10 days long. Are there any side effects, any detox symptoms that usually occur?
No, if you do have symptoms like brain fog or anxiety, you need to drink more water. Your body's dehydrated and it's having a hard time processing the toxins. I do see that a lot. I have seen patients that are suffering with chronic pain say they had achy joints, usually days 5 and 7. That's the bioactivation of something called metallothionein. And this is a genetic protein that goes in and pulls the toxins out of your brown fat. And that's right around your spine. You're born with it. You're not going to lose it on a treadmill. It's where all of those environmental toxins store. You've got to access metallothionein to get it out. That's the only way, that's your access. And so those are the days, usually 5 through 7, where that's happening. And a lot of those chronic pain patients do say, I'm a little achy those days.
Interesting. And how often do you recommend that somebody does this detox?
At least once a year.
Once, I didn't hear you. What was that?
Once a year, at least once a year.
Okay. So it's like a really deep clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that they would, once they do their deep clean, is there anything that they would do after that in terms of maintenance, or is it pretty much just healthy eating, focusing on, whatever lifestyle habits they've created because of the detox? But let's say their goal is to lose weight. Is there something else that would be a continuum from there?
Oh, definitely. Following up with lifestyle changes is a must. It can't be a diet, right? It's going to be temporary if it's a diet. And so I like to use this in a lifestyle change program to start that lifestyle change. And that isn't that you're stuck to this rigorous food eating program. It's just insights change and ideas and concepts. And through those 10 days, it's more likely that you're going to find things that you like and didn't know you liked. And so that gets to be exciting as you incorporate new things into your meal prepping.
Yeah, well, that's so interesting, because I always feel like when they get to this tipping point where they need to, clean house and create new habits. And so they're looking for some form of a cleanse or a detox or a fast. And obviously there are a lot of different ways of doing the same thing, but they can do some different things. Obviously fasting offers a different layer or a different component in terms of really healing the body. And so I love that we have so many solutions to help people, whether it's a yearly thing, a monthly thing, a daily thing, because I do a fast almost once a month, a 5-day fast, where it's really more of a partial eating plan, but it gives you those health benefits of a 5-day water fast. So I really love that. So we've got a yearly option, we've got a monthly option, but back to the analogy of cleaning the carpet. So maybe we clean our carpet once a year. I don't know what the average is, but we've got a lot of days, 364 days in between. So yes, we want to continue with the healthy eating habits, but we also need to do some things to detox our bodies on a daily basis. And some of that comes from the foods that we eat. If we eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables, do simple things like put lemon in our water, drink celery juice in the morning. There are a lot of different things that we can do through food that make a difference. But unfortunately, we're dealing with a somewhat toxic food supply. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse all at once. So I'm really excited about something that I stumbled across recently and have started using the last 2 weeks myself. And I immediately sent it to you and I was like, Kari, what do you think of this? Because I know our brains kind of think alike. And that's a really special mineral called zeolite. So zeolite is actually, again, naturally occurring, but it comes from a fusion of volcanic lava and ocean water. And so it's kind of interesting how it's formed. And there are a lot of, there's zeolite in powder form and liquid, and the most common way and the most, I think, effective and easy way to use it is actually with drops. It has no taste, no flavor, no smell, no calories, no anything. It basically they're drops that you put in water, and you can do even a deeper detox with that. But what it does is it acts like a binder. So if you think about a magnet, because it's a negatively charged mineral that acts like a magnet or provides kind of a chelation effect to swim throughout the body essentially and look for heavy metals, look for, as you mentioned earlier, water-soluble toxins, things that we're exposed to, and the herbicides, the pesticides, all these things in the air we breathe and the water we drink that we don't necessarily know are affecting us. The shampoo we wash our hair with, the whatever's in our toothpaste. I mean, all of these different things, hand soap, that people don't think about, even when you're buying a natural or organic or more natural or environmentally friendly. I mean, there's so many different terms for these things these days that it's enough to confuse anybody. What does that really mean? That means it's better than most, but it's still a substance that has likely been exposed to some level of toxicity. So zeolite has been really life-changing for me over the last couple of weeks. As I mentioned, I'm doing this deep detox, and what I referred to it, zeolite was like the Jedi master for overall detoxification. It's very short acting, so it's something you take multiple times throughout the day. And what I think is very interesting about it is, unlike a deeper detox where you need to really be cautioned with who's doing it, are there certain medical conditions that shouldn't do it? This is safe for children, elderly adults, and anybody in between. So outside of being on certain medications that are that might bind to this, like lithium is one example, there's really not a person that can't use it. And so, as I mentioned, it acts like a binder. It pulls those toxins out and helps you naturally excrete them on your own. And so, to your point, if you're not eliminating, we need to work on that problem first. But assuming that you are, it's just a process that you're gradually, day by day, working to pull these toxins out of the body. So I just think it's a really fascinating approach to take. And, over the last couple of weeks, it's really made a difference for me in my energy, my mental clarity on a daily basis, my ability to sleep better. I've even lost a few pounds and I really haven't changed anything else. So I feel like it's really given me the ability to kind of to keep the surface clean, I guess is the best way of saying that. And I think that it's something that most people don't know about. And, they go out and they research cleansing and they come up with a juice fast, or they come up with, other types of cleanses, but there's very little information out there on what to do for your body on a daily detox, on a daily method. So something that you can use from day to day. So I'm just really excited about how this can all work together. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on the information that I shared with you?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Zeolite definitely being water soluble, pulling arsenic, lead, cadmium, mercury out of the body. We just don't even realize. Even lead, for example, my mom's house, she tested high. So we went through and tested all her plates, and she was so shocked that some of her most expensive plates were testing positive, and we touched them every day all the time, ate off of them, washed them. And Right. And so to be able to add zeolite into like even fruits and greens with milk thistle, you're really going to be boosting antioxidants, milk thistle, zeolite. I mean, you're really going to be giving that daily maintenance to your whole body.
That's such a great idea because I always take my fruits and greens and mix them with my Optimate. As a matter of fact, there's a box on my front doorstep with fruits and greens in it, two flavors that I didn't order last time. So I take a scoop of my Optimate and a scoop of the fruits and greens. And then I usually take well, right now I'm taking this detox 4 times a day. It'll go down to twice a day after the sort of that first month. But what a great idea to just throw it all together. And that way you don't even have to remember it, right? It's just kind of
Right.
tug away and you're done, right? Such a
If I
powerful,
can drink it, I can do it.
yeah.
Give me 28 supplements, I may not, but if I could drink 28 supplements, I'm going to drink it.
And there's a lot of ways we can simplify our world. And one of them is how many scoops of stuff can you put in 1 cup of water? At least
That's right.
sometimes it even tastes better too. So, there's always that benefit. But this has been such valuable information. Is there anything else that you think would be helpful for people to know, kind of how to put this all together in terms of a daily detox, a yearly detox? We talked about monthly fasting. This is all great information. Anything else that we maybe should mention to whoever is listening?
Yeah, you can go to Nutridyne.com and click detox and download the detox guide so you can be able to see exactly what the program is. And then through you, zeolite.
Yes, absolutely. And I will be happy to share that link with you. And I think it would be, something that would really work well together. And I'm looking forward to you trying it and giving me some feedback on it because you're like the guru of all these things. So I would love, love, love your feedback. So, well, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this information with me. I hope everyone found value in this. And if you have any questions about detox at all from whatever angle, be sure to reach out to myself or Kari. So thanks for listening. Until next time, we'll be coming at you soon with another topic. Who knows what it'll be? Have a great day, everybody.